So you guys, listen, everybody gets to a fork in the road. A fork in the road where they're sick and tired of their situation, right? And then you have to either A, do your due diligence to make a change, or you just surrender and make different choices, right? So I was sick and tired of being sick, so I started doing research about what might have been making me sick. Well, one of the things when I first started doing my research on getting healthy was a microwave. So that was the first thing in our house to go. And I'm sure Rob has something to say about this.
Oh yeah, I do. Well, how that kind of took place is that I came home one day and noticed that there was a huge hole where the microwave was supposed to be. And we just purchased this microwave not too long ago, within the last couple of weeks. And I immediately spun around to Denny and said, "Hey, what happened to the microwave?" And she goes, "Well, I did some research and I put it in the garage." And I said, "Well,
we're not using it."
I said, "Well, shouldn't we have like a family meeting about that or something?" Because to me that was that affected all the members of our family, and I didn't really realize until she said, "Well, I think you should go to the websites I visited, read for yourself, and then we can talk about it again."
Then we can have our family meeting.
Then we can have the family meeting, right?
And decide whether or not to bring it up from the garage or not. I was praying he would see the same information that I did.
Yeah, so just like your healing process, you want to get the information, you want to review it for yourself, and then make the best decision for you. And so after I read the material that she had brought forth, it made a lot of sense. It changes the metabolic structure of the food that we eat. And we're putting that food into our bodies, and then we're expecting our bodies to be able to take that foundational base and support us. And to me, it didn't pan out. And so I am so grateful that she decided to say, "Hey, we're kicking it to the curb. Sorry, no more microwave use." And we haven't had a microwave in our house now for
years, probably 7 years, probably 8.
Yeah. I think there was a study done that if you use water that was heated in a microwave to try to generate a plant seed, the plant won't sprout.
That's true.
The plant won't sprout.
Well, and the food that goes into the microwave isn't the same food that comes out. So you might think you're eating healthy by putting raw asparagus in the microwave, but guess what? It changes the structure, so it's not the same when you take it out of the microwave. So just make your own choices, do your own due diligence.
Yeah, Google dangers of microwave use, and then do some research, find out for yourself.
Okay, you guys, so the other big, huge hurdle after our family meeting successfully got rid of the microwave, the other next thing to conquer was dairy products.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And dairy products was probably... See, because you guys, I had a reason to do this. Robbie didn't have a reason to do this.
No, not as good. Not as good a version, no.
And so dairy was the next one.
Dairy was always really big on my list. Milk,
cheese. You would have cheese every day.
But yeah, into my adulthood, cheese every day on my sandwich at work. I mean, pizza. I love pizza, and yeah, it was really, really difficult. I think cheese was the biggest dairy issue for me, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And you have allergies, and you had really a lot of mucus and stuff, and we just tried it. I mean, we had our little family meeting, and we agreed. Those family meetings, they're killers. But we agreed to try no dairy for a while to see if his mucus buildup in the morning time would clear up. You guys, sure enough, it cleared up. So guess what?
Yep, I've been
no dairy.
Dairy-free too for probably about the same amount of time, almost as the microwave usage. So just feels so much better. Because that cheese, the casein that they use for that, it just sticks into your arteries and it slows you down. It doesn't allow
addictive.
Yeah, it doesn't allow your cells to be able to pass the nutrients through as it should. And I am so happy. It doesn't take away that craving once in a blue moon, but I don't eat any more blue cheese. So.
Well, and I don't wear any makeup. I wear mascara, but that's all. And Rob doesn't wear any makeup either.
No.
It's all greens. It's all raw foods, you guys. Yeah. And people ask us all the time, "Oh my gosh, you guys are like, did you just get back from vacation or something?" No, we eat raw food. That's it.
Raw food and juice.
Okay, you guys. So then after dairy, the next thing was alcohol.
Oh,
We love wine, and Rob loves Corona beer.
you know, to me, it always seemed like moderation was always best with alcohol, because I would enjoy a glass of wine with with a nice steak dinner or something like that, or I'd love to have a Corona when I got finished with the yard or something like that, or when I'm barbecuing. But once again, once you get the information and you learn for yourself through your own experience, the way that you feel is really your best indicator about whether you're on the right track or not.
Yeah, that's true.
And so by sticking to that, eliminating alcohol, I'm not putting any more toxins into my body, so therefore my body doesn't have to work to eliminate them, and I just feel so much better. It's just been a phenomenal difference in my life. I just feel much more clear and able to make better decisions.
Well, your skin's better.
Yes.
And you have way more energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't drink alcohol because of the Lyme disease and breast cancer, and it's just, I was sick.
Yeah.
You guys, again, he made the choice just because he wanted to see if it would make a difference in his life. And then the next thing was processed food.
Well, to go back to the alcohol with you and Lyme disease, for those Lyme sufferers, please remember that when alcohol breaks down, it breaks down into sugar in your bodies, and that really fuels the Lyme bugs.
Totally.
And you don't want to give them any leverage at all. So if you are consuming any alcohol right now and you are a Lyme sufferer, please rethink that. Try it for yourself. I know if Denny would have even just like one or half a glass of wine at dinner time, when she was first suffering Lyme, she would wake up in the morning and her feet would be so much more painful, and it just caused much more body aches. And so, once again, go back to your experiences. Look for your notes in your journal, and you make the best decision for you. One thought that I had that I wanted to share with you all today is that things seem to be changing really, really fast for everybody in the world right now. And there are more and more changes to our everyday lives, stresses and things like that.
The environment.
Yeah, and it seems to me like there are a lot of people that are trying to limit our choices and how we think, how we feel, what we put into our bodies. And I urge you to make the choices for yourselves. Think about if someone's trying to limit you or tell you what you feel is best.
Put you into their box.
Right. And if they start to do that and it doesn't feel right to you, think about what's the benefit to them. I mean, is it a money-driven issue? I mean,
is it for your overall well-being?
Mm-hmm. Because I think that if we take the time to stop and think about it and really make a choice, you can see through that. And once again, I think it all comes down to your own experience, making an informed choice for yourself. Be a free thinker. Be a free thinker.
Go free thinkers.
Okay, guys.
Okay, then the last thing was processed food. That was our last hurdle to do. And processed food for us is like blue corn chips. What else would we have that was processed food? Tortillas for you, even though you would get organic, natural.
Mm-hmm. I think that there was a shift because when we first met, we were trying to eat as healthy as we could in more of a standard American diet. So we would choose things like a sprouted wheat hamburger bun or something like that. And as time went on, we just started thinking about, okay, the less processing you have with your food, the better off you're going to be because you're getting those natural, dense nutrients from whatever you're eating. It doesn't have to go through any process. And, I used to love bread as much as I love cheese and beef and all those other things.
And beer.
And beer, yeah. We don't want to forget about the alcohol, too. But the more I started eliminating those things, the breads, the pastas and things like that from my diet, and going just to pretty much nuts, seeds, and the core vegetables and fruits and juice, yeah, the better off I felt. Just the better I felt, and it's made just a huge difference in my quality of life and our quality of life together.
Well, and I would say that your attitude's different. You're a completely different person now.
Yeah, it has. I think all those changes, from the specifically probably the alcohol and the dairy and the processed foods, have probably made me much lighter of a person. I think I tended to be
That's true.
a little more
Heavy.
Yeah, a little more
serious.
Yeah, more serious. And now I think I'm actually able to enjoy and be more grateful for what's around me, and enjoy and be grateful for each day.
Yeah, it kind of connected you more to all that is.
Yeah, connected me more to spirit. Without a doubt.